This is Kyrie Irving. The Nets are playing great basketball. They've won 8 in a row. They're just filling up the cup every night. But Kyrie's played on 3 different NBA teams, and he said over the course of his career, he's learned a lot by playing basketball, but a lot of that has nothing to do with basketball.
What I learned from those experiences was if you're not enjoying the journey and you're not committed the way that you would like to be committed, and I mean every day, even when you're tired, even when you're having good days, bad days, and, you got to be able to galvanize the group, the balance of leadership, and there isn't one leader, and I've had to accept that too. It's not on me to lead the group by myself and be the hero that everybody wants to, because that's what America is. That's what this world is. They love to build you up, love to tear your right down. And I'm grateful to be in this position to be able to set a better example now than I did then.
You see, this is what I think he was talking about, Key. When Kai was in Cleveland, LeBron was that guy, right? Mm-hmm. The guy that the media made, like he's the only leader. And I think even if LeBron, little things referring to him as, we got to get the kid, right? I don't think Kyrie felt like he was seen as an equal to LeBron James, even though he made that Game 7 winning shot. You then fast forward where he's like, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to be the leader of my own team, the way LeBron leads. He goes to Boston, and it doesn't really work out that way, right? Him and Brad Stevens never seem to get on the same page. He also talks about one of the biggest things is trust. I think they were teammates on that team that started leaking different things to the media. I think some of that onus is on Kyrie. Also, some of that onus is on the franchise as well. It doesn't work out, right? I think he now goes to Brooklyn. This is the evolution of Kyrie, but he goes to Brooklyn with other guys that have been quote unquote exiles. Like think for KD didn't win it, even though he was back-to-back finals MVP, it was Steph Curry's team. James Harden had to force his way out of Houston, right? Because it didn't work out. He was considered to be the villain. He now comes to Brooklyn. Like all these guys are exiles. That's why I think they're the new bad boys of the NBA, because they're banned. They all feel like they can rock out together and they see each other as equals. And that trusting is interesting, man. Like I've been on a lot of teams where there wasn't trust between me and my teammate, and that stuff festers. That leaks into the locker room. You might feel a certain way about guys. I know guys on my own team sabotage me, would pass me the ball with a second left on the shot clock. So all of a sudden, my stats ended up being 2 for 13, right? And he's like, well, damn, 60% of the shots I took were with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Hold on. So you start doing that to other people. And think about, like, you never build the right camaraderie. So I think that's the version of Kyrie Irving that we're seeing right now, a guy who understands who he is and how he needs to lead with the other leaders on his team.
I don't know, man. And that's why you asked me, Jay. I see why you asked me how many teammates in my past that I actually fooled with when I was in the locker room. I don't know. For me, I never really tripped off who was getting the attention. It didn't bother me. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm doing me. I feel like I'm cold regardless. I don't care who it is. And so I look at professional athletes that have these insecurities at times and wonder why. I never could understand why, as a professional athlete, you have an insecurity when you are balling, you playing, you getting paid, your family is healthy and all good, you win a championship. So it's hard for me to understand the insecurity part of it. I understand, LeBron James may have referred to Kyrie as the kid, but I'm not, okay, I'm the kid, whatever, man. I don't have to mess with you. I'm just messing with you on the court. When we leave, we don't have to go to dinner. So it's hard for me, even KD to a degree. Like KD is like one of my favorite NBA players. But I'm winning championships and MVP trophies. Man, I don't care if y'all say this is Steph Curry's team. I make $300 million. Man, I don't give a damn about y'all. And then as far as James Harden go, James Harden did what he needed to do to get to a better situation. And all 3 of these guys come together in Brooklyn. And now the question will become, when is this going to implode? If it does implode, which I don't think it will, because I don't think it imploded in the other spots, except the fact that the media created something that was bigger than what it really truly was. And if you pay attention to that sort of devilish act, then you're going to have those issues come up. If they didn't never dive into the Kyrie situation and continue to add on top and on and on and on, it's like the one time LeBron hit the one shot and Kyrie was underneath his armpits. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the first thing everybody, rewind and see, he passed him over and high-fived the other guy. He didn't really want to high-five Kyrie. Kyrie was trying to jump on him, and LeBron ignored him. I'm like, man, LeBron is celebrating, and the tall dude is next to him so he can see him clearly.